Okay, girls, it's Heather. We are going to do our best to try and make a video about how to go about placing a product order, and included in that, what to do if you need to build your inventory. So I hope that I don't make anybody motion sick with this, but I want you to actually be able to see stuff. So hopefully this works. Okay, so what you're looking at in front of you is a party file. Okay, so I have my order forms. Names are covered to protect the innocent. And you'll see that on this one, like, she's got something highlighted. So that's how I show that I have a back order. I need to ship that to her. And of course, I'm paying attention to the details on the back of their Connect card. So what I do when I come home is everything goes into a manila folder. Every party has its own. And then I use a full-size order form, and I make tally marks for how many of each thing I bought, so I know how many I need to reorder to maintain my inventory and fill any back orders that I have. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, here's where things get a little spotty. Okay, so this should be fine. So you're going to go into the COO. Let's go back to the home page. Go to the COO, and we're going to enter our things into our cart. Now, if you have multiple parties back to back, it really is smart for you to try and place those together, right? But if it's more than like 2 days apart, you just need to go on and place an order for each one. I like to work with the entire product list. So I go all and all. And it shows everything. Okay, now, you can sort this by alphabet, by price, whatever works for you. But I typically stick with alphabet, and I enter, 3 of these, 4 of these, 5 of these. My cart is already filled, so we'll just give an example here. So let's just add one more amp and one more Basic Instinct. Whoops. Why is these not entering? There we go. Okay. So you add everything that you want to order into your bag, and then go to view your bag. This is where you want to make sure, like, go through your list and make sure that what you've entered is what you actually need. So for example, I needed a 6-pack, but I actually accidentally entered 1 of the Basic Instinct. So I'm going to go here and remove that Basic Instinct to make sure that it's accurate. And you just scroll through here and you compare your list to what you have in your cart, to your list. Like, don't be hurried about this. You're going to be really annoyed when you're like, oh crap, I forgot to order a body silk or whatever it is. And that's when you got to go through the hassle of making a trade. All right, so then you're going to go down here, and this is where you need to start paying attention to numbers. So it shows you what your total retail is, and then it shows you what your retail cost is, right? And of course, don't forget your business supply stuff, because that all adds up too. So the cost right now before tax and shipping of this order is $822.70. And what I collected was $2,063, okay? So when I subtract that, that's going to take me, where am I? $822.70. Okay, so right now that leaves me with $1,240.30 that I have. So let's go to the next one. You're going to enter your information in, and once you enter it once, it'll already be in here, so you can just click my address. And then the shipping. So shipping right now is going to be $74.04 on this order. So I'm going to subtract $74.04 from that, so that now I'm with $1,166.26. And I'm going to go next again. Okay, now you can decide if you want to make a donation. You can just round up a couple of cents. I always do $5 on my order. I just think it's good karma to donate to Patty Brisbane, and of course it's all a tax write-off. This is where you need to start paying attention, okay? So I do not have any additional discounts today. I already took off my shipping. I have not removed my taxes yet. So I'm subtracting $112.35. All right, here we go. So the total cost of this order is going to be $1,009.09, but I collected $263. So my total that I still have is here we go, so you can see it, $1,053.91. Okay, so that's what I've got right now. All right, so that being the case, you have to go back into, actually, let's go back here to the calculator. So my recommendation is that you do a 60-40 split, okay? And you're probably going to want to write this down. So let me get a piece of paper here. Hold on, this is where you get drunk. Yay, tipsy. Okay, so we have $1,053.91 in profit. If I want to do a 60-40 split, whoops. So I multiplied this number by 0.4. That gives me 40% of that is 421.56, okay? Versus the 60% of it. And I do a 60-40 split because there's something about mentally doing a 50-50 that you're just not as diligent about it. And it's really important that you got those numbers down, okay? So you're going to decide from each party, are you keeping 40% or are you reinvesting 40%? And every time it's going to be a little different because, you know, if you have a bill or you've got something coming up or whatever, you obviously are going to need to be able to pay it. Whatever you do, do not look at your list and go, well, today I'm not going to order this, this, and this because I need that money. You are robbing from your store. You're stealing from yourself by doing that. If you sold it, you buy it. Period. That's the way that it works, okay? Unless something is being discontinued and you're not replacing it, which is pretty unusual. So coming back here to the money, all right? So today I'm going to go ahead and reinvest 40% back into my business, which means I have $421.56 to play with. So if I go to my list and I look for the tally marks and I'm like, okay, so what did I sell a lot of? I sold a bunch of Body Boost. I sold a bunch of Body Spritz, a whole bunch of Simply Silk, and a bunch of Like a Virgin, okay? So if these are things that you're finding a trend with, where you're like, yeah, that's pretty common, I sell a lot of those, then that's when you want to go back in and start taking advantage of your 6-packs, okay? So I would go here to your UOM, and I have no idea what that means, but just go to that column where it has 4-pack, 6-pack, 6-pack, all that, and sort there. And then decide what it is that you want to add. So if you're like, okay, so I really sell that, let's see, we want all. Whoops. Trial and error. Sorry, hold on. We want all. Okay. All right, so, ooh, loving that Illusion. So I'm going to add a 6-pack of Illusion. That's $86 retail, $34.40, right? So I've got all kinds of space there. And then I want to do a Body Spritz 6-pack, and I want to do a Simply Silk 6-pack. And then we're going to go way down here and I'm going to add an Executive because I know that it's going to sell well. So I'm going to add one of those. And so you've made some additions, okay? You're going to go back through that exact same process and look and see what your total is. Now, why do we do this? Because you're on a budget. That's exactly what this is doing. This is keeping you on a budget. You're going to go all the way back through this process and see, because your shipping went up just a little bit. Your tax went up $32. So you need to look and see. So now, instead of your order total being $109, now it's $1,257.66. Okay? So, same thing. You're going to go back. You started with $263. You're going to subtract $1,257.66. Now you're at $805. Technically, you were planning to keep that 60%, right? 60% was $632.35, which means you still have $172.99 to play with. So you can go back in and add more stuff. And you keep doing this until you get to your 40% and not 1 cent over. Pretend you're the bank. The bank doesn't give you a nickel just because you need one, right? Like, that's not how this works. So this is how you place your order. And then once you've got all your stuff in there, you're going to go, I don't want to go back. I got what I need. There we go. Okay. You place your credit card information in here, place your order, and boom, you're done. So that is how you responsibly build your inventory. If you do that 60-40 split with your profit on every single order, you are going to see not only income, but you're going to see your inventory grow. And when your inventory grows, your party sales are going to be higher because women want this stuff right now. Hope you found this helpful. I know it was a little crazy, and I hope you're not motion sick, but please feel free to ask questions, okay? Bye.